So I would be remiss if I didn't talk about this latest episode of Cold Black because it's one of the best examples of the stereotypes that circulate in modern popular film and television. You have literally in one episode, you have the white male superhero, you have the damsel in distress, you have the helpless little white kid, you have the black best friend, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So in this episode, Demons and Angels, it's Halloween. There is a capable doctor who goes to a function with her boyfriend's son, and the roof collapses. So it's a catastrophe. And of course, the show Code Black often starts with a catastrophe. You know, there's something that's happened, and now all the emergency room is going to be flooded with all these patients, except that now one of the patients will be one of their own. And so you see that in the collapsed roof, you know, one of the doctors in the hospital says, "Oh no, you know, Dr. Nolan is there." He calls her, and she's frantic. Hectic, shall we say. We'll get back to the word hectic. Hysterical. The roof has collapsed on the boy. He's trapped, and there's no response. And there's nothing she could do but walk around hysterically and say, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh." And you forget that, wait a minute, these two are actually colleagues, they're both doctors. Why is she not responding? So anyway, the hero, who's literally a war hero, makes his way to the emergency site, to the crash site, and somehow his presence magically solves this scenario. He finally busts open the door. You know, as soon as he gets there, he's like, "Well, doesn't the kid have a phone? Just call it." Duh, you mean this hysterical woman who's a doctor couldn't even think to call the kid? And of course, calling the kid wakes him up, and you see the next series of things. But even worse, so now she gets hurt in another collapse. So now he has to save her too. OMG. This is one story. In the back of the story is, of course, the black best friend, another doctor, female doctor. She pops out of nowhere, and she's a star. She's literally a Hollywood star who's become a doctor. And she's all concerned, you know, people just want pictures of me. And so they're all reassuring to her. She's absolutely beautiful. She's a wonderful doctor. And so she finally goes into the waiting room with all the people, the public, and she doesn't want to because, you know, the public, paparazzi. And she helps people. She gets close with a pretty little white girl. And then she gets shot and she dies. So she's the moral horse for everyone else to say that we can help and support our best friend. But she dies. She just is there to show us how good white people are.